Most people struggle to wake up before sunrise, but Tom Cruise has built his entire engine around those quiet early hours, often starting his day long before the world even turns its lights on. Born in Syracuse, New York in 1962, he has somehow managed to step outside the normal aging curve, still sprinting, climbing, diving, and clinging to aircraft well into his 60s without using a stunt double. His physical energy at this age isn't luck or genetics alone. It's a deliberate system he repeats with machine-like precision. And in this breakdown, we are taking apart exactly how he does it. Before we get into the blueprint of his longevity, make sure you subscribe to Age Verve, where we bring sharp, research-backed strategies for powerful aging and long-lasting vitality. Now let's get into the fuel that keeps this guy functioning like a high-output athlete. Tom treats diet as a tool for cellular energy and inflammation control, not just calories. His core foods revolve around low-temperature proteins like wild salmon, chicken breast, and lean bison, each cooked under 150 degrees Celsius to preserve amino acids and avoid the inflammatory char that comes from high heat. Portions are deliberately small, roughly the size of a deck of cards, because at his age, agility matters more than packing on extra bulk. Blueberries are his go-to antioxidant weapon, something he keeps around constantly to deal with the oxidative stress produced by non-stop high-intensity action scenes. Dark leafy greens, spinach, broccoli, beet leaves, rocket are practically glued to his routine because their nitrites help expand blood vessels, improve oxygen delivery, and stabilize heart rate under intense physical load. He constantly grazes on raw nuts like almonds, walnuts, and Brazil nuts, which fuel his brain and joints with healthy fats during 16-hour shoot days where losing focus could be dangerous. His fifth staple is a low-heat roasted vegetable mix: tomatoes, ginger, peppers, and beets, roasted slowly to keep vitamins, antioxidants, and polyphenols intact. Together, these foods keep his inflammation low, his recovery fast, and his energy consistent no matter how extreme the stunt. But what he avoids is just as intentional. Sugar is completely off his list because the blood sugar roller coaster wrecks reflexes, vision, timing, and cognitive sharpness, none of which he can afford when timing a stunt down to milliseconds. He also avoids high glycemic breads and pastas because they add unnecessary water weight, induce brain fog, and crash energy. Nearly all of his carbs come from vegetables. Lastly, fried and processed foods are a hard no because the oils weigh him down and high sodium wrecks facial definition on camera, which in the world of 4K lenses means every flaw shows immediately. His morning routine is built for consistency and nervous system control. At 5:30, a silent alarm wakes him and he spends the first minute grounding himself with gratitude before stepping onto the treadmill for a 5-minute walk while listening to the day's stunt brief. At 5:50, mobility begins: hip openers, spinal waves, shoulder circles, followed by controlled belly breathing to shift the nervous system into a low-stress rhythm. At 6 o'clock, he begins a 45-minute strength block with moderate weights and perfect form, focusing on stability and function rather than heavy muscle building. At 6:50, he dunks his face into a bowl of ice-cold water to tighten capillaries, reduce puffiness, and flip his senses into full alertness. At 7, he eats his first micro meal: 2 egg white bites and spinach leaves, plus 6 almonds, tiny but dense. His entire eating strategy is grazing, small, high-quality meals throughout the day instead of big plates. Late morning, he eats salmon jerky and blueberries for joint support, antioxidants, and clean energy. Lunch is a rotation of chilled broccoli with olive oil, a sugar-free whey isolate shake, and mixed nuts for magnesium and stable blood sugar. Dinner is simple but nutrient-packed: herb-dusted chicken cubes and a low-heat vegetable medley over whitefish, giving him protein without heaviness before sleep. His weekly training schedule rotates strength and activity days. Monday is chest, shoulders, triceps. Tuesday is an activity day: kayaking intervals, rock climbing routes, or fencing footwork for coordination. Wednesday is back, biceps, and traps using deadlifts and cable rows. Thursday is high-intensity interval work like hill sprints and battle ropes. Friday is legs and core, squats, lunges, planks. Saturday is light adventure like biking or beach running. Sunday is active recovery with foam rolling and stretching, because he treats recovery as an essential part of training, not an optional extra. If you're over 50, 4 rules from his routine apply instantly. First, graze instead of gorging because nutrient-dense micro meals prevent energy crashes. Second, train for function, not size. Agility matters far more than bulky muscle. Third, cook low and live so sugar because high heat destroys nutrients and refined sugar destroys reflexes and mood. Fourth, consistency beats intensity. 45 focused minutes 5 days a week outperform one brutal session followed by fatigue and injury. This system works because it's sustainable, repeatable, and built on physiology, not trends. If you want to take control of your energy, mobility, and longevity, adopt even a fraction of these principles and you'll feel the shift within weeks. Stay tuned to Age Verve for more elite-level longevity insights and real frameworks for aging with power rather than decline.